Hey guys, my name's Dan, and this reaction comes from SunnyV2. This is the catastrophic failure of the Ryan's World movie. Well, this is a movie that I haven't seen, but I have heard some things about it. Not too much, though. So, just judging based off of this thumbnail, it doesn't look like very many people liked it, if at all, which I'm sure is a shame, considering the amount of work that probably went into it. But we'll see how it goes. And before we do, though, please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, SunnyV2's link if you haven't already. It's a great way to support them. And a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video. Click all those buttons down there. Because I'm glad to see future reactions that I do. But also it's my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go.
Had a budget of $10 million,
Whoa.
but failed to earn even $1 million back.
Damn!
With empty movie screenings and a score of 2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yikes!
The recent Ryan's World movie was an absolute flop, and it's really not surprising. Take for example the film's first 18 seconds. The pivotal opening shot that sets the scene is absolutely awful. Rather than making a meaningful first impression and teasing the audience with a hint of what's to come, it rather shows Ryan's mum doing Tai Chi yoga on her front driveway of all places. Who does yoga on a driveway? Then, without explanation, a giant blue egg lands right beside her, revealing not only a film crew in the garage's reflection,
oh my god!
but also the title of the film, Ryan's World the Movie Titan Universe Adventure. As suggested by his mum being in the intro, the film features Ryan's entire cringy family, who are all seen in the film's official trailer, released on Ryan's channel in May 2024. Sadly, the comments aren't enabled, yet the dislike ratio hinted that people hated it already. On Reddit, people said, based on what I saw in the trailer, it appears to be a bland and generic film, with a mix of boring live action scenes and disappointing animated scenes too. The special effects look mediocre and even awful at times. Others called it one last cash grab before he gets too old to exploit. Great job, Ryan's parents. A rename was suggested to Child Exploitation the Movie, which might have been entirely justified, as after the terrible opening driveway sequence, somehow the movie only gets worse.
Oh no.
The first actual scene is Ryan live streaming a magic show, being helped by Dan Rhodes, a famous YouTube magician. Holding the camera is Ryan's supposed best friend Aiden, yet with an almost 4-year age gap between them, their friendship is already totally unconvincing.
Yeah, that's weird.
The live stream starts, Ryan instantly gains 2 million likes, despite there only being 145,000 viewers.
Yeah, what? Like, did nobody check the math on that? Like, what?
When Ryan asks just a few seconds later,
how many people are watching, Aiden?
Aiden responds,
holy wow, already at 3 million.
Apparently reading this staggering figure, while still staring at the back of her phone, which you can also see recording in the standard iPhone video app.
Oh my god, bro! How does nobody check for these things?
Ryan's then unable
You got $10 million, you can't just... Never mind.
To finish his magic trick, as his magic goop is empty, giving his live stream such a shock, they completely forget how to act.
Did Ryan do that on purpose? Is Dan stuck like that forever?
Turns out his sisters had emptied the goop, making Ryan so incredibly angry, he goes to the comic book store to blow off some steam. Here he encounters a crazy fan.
Ryan! Whoa, huge fan. Can I get a selfie? Please, 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 please.
Who's wearing such an incredibly strange outfit, it makes you wonder if this was filmed 15 years ago. Upon walking inside the store, the theme of outdated style is continued by the employee, who allows Ryan to enter a top secret room in exchange for a video to give to his sister. Once inside, Ryan finds a comic book, which he steals from the store to bring back home. His sisters accidentally get sucked inside it, both being turned into animated characters, leading Ryan to enter the book as well, to save his sisters and bring them back out. In case it isn't obvious, the plot's extremely messy and difficult to follow, featuring many segments that add nothing to the story, story and only make it even more confusing. Adding to this is the fact that the second half is animated, with the animated section being even more confusing. Simplified, Ryan goes inside the comic book and teams up with his sisters to defeat an evil enemy who's named the Big Bad. In the meantime, Aiden distracts Ryan's parents in the real world, who are too busy to notice that their own kids are missing.
Why are you wearing that?
For a damn video? He's gonna pull me out of his hat to stay trending. He's gonna think I look so cool.
It seems they're having a competition to see who can be worse at acting.
Aiden,
Oh dear.
is everything okay in there? I heard yelling. Are the kids fighting again?
Trading their final bit of
Again?
dignity just to appear in the film.
Nothing behind that.
The kids are acting really weird, and they have really weird taste in pizza. Oh.
I mean, I'm sure they're trying their best, and I would probably blame the producers or whoever's on set here just to be like, hey, do this a little differently, not because all these look like their first takes.
They must be working on my surprise.
Ryan defeats the boss and returns to the real world before delivering yet another dose of cringe.
Aiden!
You kicked butt.
You saved our butts.
He and his sisters have fixed their friendship, finally ending the movie's confusing plot. The closing scene is Ryan finding more problems,
Not this again.
showing they planned on making a sequel.
If the fans ask for another movie, then maybe.
The sequel?
Yeah.
Although this likely won't be happening, judging by the film's performance. The director seemed confident that the film would do well.
I think you're really going to be proud. This is going to be a terrific movie in the fall of 2024.
Whilst the head of distribution believed that this first of its kind film would redefine what's possible for creator-driven entertainment.
Sure.
Ryan's father was equally excited.
I feel like all the distributors, they're all super excited. The whole industry is excited about it. They're paying attention to what we're doing now.
But acknowledged he had no idea if it would do well.
Right now, it's never been done before, so we don't know what the outcome is. But, we're really optimistic. We feel very excited about it.
Well,
I'm
when
glad
they
you're
first
optimistic.
premiered the movie for the public, it wasn't looking good, as barely anyone showed up to watch, leaving most of the seating completely empty. People confidently added, "I can't see it doing well in theaters. Parents can't stand this shit and will wait for streaming.
Damn.
It will bomb for sure. It comes out the same day as Alien Romulus." Still, the movie was released in 2,100 US movie theaters, as well as 125 screens theatrically nationwide across Canada, and in the UK and Ireland in over 90 cinemas, although nobody went to watch it. So my family and I were literally
I even
the
know it
only
existed.
ones in the theater to watch Ryan's World, and I must say it was a big disappointment. I do not recommend this movie. Another person explained we went to go see the Ryan movie, but nobody showed up, adding
Wow.
the film was no better than a 2 out of 10.
Wow.
A different user videoed their entire movie theater, again showing they were the only person there, which actually received a response from Ryan's parents. Thanks for showing up and watching. It's a movie about bonds between siblings. It's not always rainbow and sunshine, but at the end of the day, they learn to be there for each other. Yeah, glad I got to support your son by paying 54
4
cents.
cents? Oh my
On
God.
the movie theater employees subreddit, somebody asked how poorly did Ryan's World the movie perform at your theater this past week, and the replies were pretty vicious. We showed one showing a day for 3 days, not a single sale. Nobody
Wow.
showed up for the screening. Another person said, "I think we had 3 people all week, excluding Cheap Tuesday at my theater," while someone else added, "Never had to clean a theater with more than 4 tickets sold to it."
Jesus.
One final employee concluded, "I think I've seen 5 people come in for it, all of whom have given it atrocious reviews. I watched Ryan's World movie and let me tell you, it made the Emoji Movie look like an Oscar contender. What's next, Child Exploitation 2? The storyline is so boring that my preschooler fell asleep about 20 minutes into the
God
movie.
damn.
Its aggregate IMDb rating of 2.1 stars would
Eek.
make it the 18th worst film film ever made if this rating had come from at least 10,000 reviewers.
Oh my
On
God.
Rotten Tomatoes, a professional critic wrote, "This cinematic junk is what happens when underage YouTube stars with no acting talent have parents who pay for the family to star in a vanity movie motivated by greed.
It certainly
It's not
seems
the
that
kids'
way."
fault." Another website, parentpreviews.com, bluntly refused to rate it, stating, "We are not providing a review for this film, as our reviewers object to its roots." So how much money did the movie lose? The film had a budget of $10 million, much of which was provided by the parents.
We financed it along with the Pocket Watch together. We put ourselves a big bet on this movie.
How much does this film cost?
Millions of dollars.
Millions.
However, it was pulled from cinemas after only 3 weeks
Woo!
with $613,000. It made just $311 per theater and is now only available to purchase on YouTube.
Oh my
Can
God.
someone get this poor kid new parents already? Jesus, it's not even making money anymore.
God, that... There is so much going on here. There is so much wrong with what happened there. Like, I get it. You know, people on YouTube, big personalities on YouTube, you know, they have their audience. They have that whatever. But the point of that is sometimes when it comes to being on YouTube, not everybody is, you know, either that entertaining or has any sort of acting ability. Like, I know I don't have any sort of acting ability, so I'm never going to be in a movie. But, you know, people come here, people watch the videos, and I appreciate that. And I think they had high ambitions, certainly. And they probably could have used that money on acting lessons, perhaps. Maybe for people who were actually in the movie, maybe get some people around them who know about making movies, who know about making cinema, and help them and get them to help with this project, because this did not look like it got any sort of help whatsoever. It just looked like a really, really bad Disney movie, honestly. And going into the animated portion of it, like what's the audience for this, right? Because it feels like two completely separate movies at that point. And that makes that another problem, because people are coming in to see the live action, they're coming to see him as him, not as a cartoon character. So you would think that they would make the whole movie based around that, based around him, and they would just have that, not the cartoon aspect. Then there's all the parts that they just completely missed, like with that girl recording the live stream of the whole magician thing, and nobody noticing all of these errors that they're making throughout that scene. And then you have the opening scene that's just, why was that even a thing? And then there's the bad acting, and there's all this other stuff that could have been fixed. The money could have been used on that. And maybe most of the money went towards the animation portion of this movie. Maybe that's why. So what you could have done is not have that and put more money into hiring people who know how to act, or giving the kid acting lessons, giving everybody their acting lessons if that is what required, or maybe hiring better actors. I honestly, I'm not really sure. Even if that would have fixed this, I don't know. I feel really bad for the kid who has to sort of endure this, because I'm sure he's not happy by the poor performance either. And starting that out as a child actor is you know, because you hear so many tragic stories about child actors, and I just hope he ends up being okay after this. So that's going to do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about the catastrophic failure of the Ryan's World movie. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check all those links I have for you down in the description below. Then lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Multi-Disturb 666, Kevster Cronus Joshi, Chris Curtis, Ann Perry, Voskoffany, Misa, Misa2, Fleet Street Viscount, Emelita Flower Lover, Songbird 177, Sophie the Sunset Girl, Inca Linguist, MB Cardall, and Thardowin. And if you two like to have a shout out in each and every one of my videos, please head on over to patreon.com/Reactor for more. And I'll see you guys next time.